New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Good morning, Godling. It's time. Spirit Says Sing. It's your host, Diego Reyes, live with New Thought Media Network. Welcoming you to the now. Thank you for your precious attention. It is valued. Artists and creators around the globe, visual and audible, let us share your gifts. You'll find the studio link in this post's description and comments. Be ready to transmit. You're live on Spirit Says Sing. For everyone's enjoyment, we ask, please wear headphones. Turn that camera on so we can see you. If you're performing to a background track, have it loaded in a separate Chrome tab. And be ready to take the stage. The spotlight is yours on Spirit Says Sing. Before we broadcast, let us connect our intentions and center down.
On behalf of Diego, I'd like to welcome you to our Saturday evening programming here on May 22nd, 2021. Spirit Says Sing. I'm Pastor Michael Mangus, and let us start with a prayer. So if you could all join me, please, just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, inhale, exhale as we set our intention for this evening, as we know that there is only one life, and that life is God's life, that life is good. Again, everywhere present, powerful, all-knowing and active. There is only God. There is no spot that God is not. So we recognize that within us, we recognize that within our performers this evening, we recognize that within our viewers, that there is only God. So we set our intention this evening for a wonderful show. We just now decree and know that divine order is established, that people are blessed by the music, not only because it's entertaining, but because it is uplifting. So we just give great thanks for everyone participating in this show this evening. We know that it is good and very good. So we just give great thanks as we now release this into the creative law, knowing it's already a done deal. And so it is.
And it is so. Yes. Oh, thank you, Pastor Michael. How are you doing this evening, good sir?
I am doing great. It looks like we have a wonderful show this evening.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a personal, well, I guess I should say everybody's personal friends of mine. You're a personal friend of mine. Everybody out there watching is personal friends of mine. Chen is a karaoke host. We have an actual professional karaoke person here tonight, guys, to host us. Chen hosts a karaoke show weekly out there on the West Coast. And you're in Portland, is that correct, John?
Not quite. I'm slightly north in
Seattle, that's right. In Washington, the close neighbors. How are you doing this evening, good sir?
This is day one of my vacation. Let's see. Wait, you can hear me, right?
I can. You're sounding good on this end.
Excellent. Okay, day one of vacation, and this vacation is this weird vacation. We're taking care of all the house projects we haven't done, and so today's achievement is I pressure washed and treated a deck and all the deck furniture, all the outdoor furniture for sanding and staining tomorrow.
Oh, wonderful! Good day for you. Yeah, today I was out planning doing a little gardening myself. Today it was such a nice afternoon here in Colorado. And Pastor Michael's out there in Maryland, or no, Akron, Ohio.
Maryland.
I got to keep everybody straight. I'm talking to people all around the world.
Yes, and I am not offended because I really like Maryland. No, I'm here in Akron, Ohio.
Akron. How was the weather out there today?
It was beautiful. We had a temperature today of around. Now, okay, everyone, brace yourself. All right. We had a temperature today of 87 degrees and sun.
Ooh.
Global warming.
Yeah, so I'm
enjoying the global warming. I used to when I lived in Vermont in the summer times, I used to tell people that Vermont I found is a very nice place to enjoy global warming in the summertime. Because it would get to be just about warm enough to where I was comfortable in the summertime.
Yeah. Wow.
Antarctica next.
That's it. So, John, tell everybody a little bit about engaging virtual meetings.
Oh, thank you so much. Here, I can tell a little story, which is I've been trying to get people online for 35 years, and I was on this thing called Prodigy. Now, Diego, were you around when Prodigy was around?
I do. I have vague memories of Prodigy. Was that like the AOL? Is that right around AOL time and stuff?
Pre-AOL. That's how old school it is. But its claim to fame, it was the first graphical interface. Like all the stuff we're doing now is like amazing. But back then, like if you could even put any bit of pixel graphic on, it was amazing. And this is when I love to tell the kids right now, this is when modems made noise.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't even know what you're talking about, John. So anyways, I've been trying to get people online, and I wrote
something that they used to call dial-up.
Yeah, dial-up. That's right. They were people chatting in my last one, and they're like, is he talking about dial-up, right? So anyways, this book is called 50 Digital Team Building. Look, it has some green on it. But that's 2011, and so my business is team building, but still primarily face-to-face team building, Diego, because I used to tell people, hey, look, we could meet online. We could meet people around the world. It would cost a lot less, and then you could have dinner, right, with your significant other or your kids, and everyone's like, that's great, John, but here's a bunch of money, and I'll see you in Orlando. Right? Until March of 2020, and now suddenly
right. That's what I was just about to say. This year everything must have exploded for you this year.
So what happened is I put a class. I lost 15 programs, which is my own business. But so what my intuition? So I love that we're here on the New Thought Media Network. Intuition, something's big, and my intuition said put a class out called Virtual Team Building. And I just put it out for free. I said, this is my gift to coronavirus to try and help people, in the way that I can. I don't make vaccines, but I can, help people online. And it took off. The class, 5,000 people, Pastor, took the class.
How wonderful.
Beautiful.
So what are some of the things that you've told people? Again, I think that I've talked to folks who are just zoomed out. Okay.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And so what are you saying to corporations and individuals about how to engage their teams and also their corporations online? What kind of things have you been telling them?
They're the 6 letters in engage, right? Which is engage and interact with every attendee. So this is the best part. Diego's already done that. He's talked to you. He's talked to me, right? So, it's you got to reach out. Even in a 1,200 person conference, we found ways to make sure and touch everybody before the conference was over. So engage and interact. So the N is never lead a meeting alone. So the fact that Pastor's here with you, Diego, is that the two of you work together, right, to make this. And so even for me, meeting online for 35 years, I've still found I'm just messing with you, which is
You did, Jesse. That's good. You got me. Okay, I'll give it. Yeah, you got me with that one. Good job.
Even after 35 years, I still find myself on mute, right? So it's just like I want to tell people 2 things. Number one, it's not your fault. right? And number two is, the technology is designed in such a way that it's still hard for people to meet here online. So by doing it as a team, you can be much better. That's N, never lead a meeting alone. G is look good. So think about what's in your background. Look at Diego's definitely taking care of his, right? And so think about what's on that. And part of looking good is sounding good. That's why Pastor has this amazing, I'm not sure which one that is, but a microphone. I know it's a podcast mic, right?
Yeah, it's a nice mic. That's all I know.
Nice mic. All right.
Nice mic.
I could tell you the price tag. How's that?
Oh my God. A is for air traffic control, which is what we're doing. The three of us are pretty experienced, so we know how not to talk over each other, right?
It's so wonderful. I have one of my regular viewers commenting right here. How appropriate is this for right now? Goes around, or what comes around goes around.
Oh, it's so true. All right, so the next three letters left, G, get productive with virtual tools. So like this, learn the tools you're on, right? Diego and I, or we're all on StreamYard right now. And Diego, part of doing this for Diego now is very adept. I've been watching his show at StreamYard, right? And doing different things, which is like, the ability to change scenery and cuts, like just exactly like this. If you watch movies, they're changing cuts every 2 to 3 seconds now, which is a lot longer than when we started watching movies. Anyway, so those are things like that. Let's see, G, and the last E. The last E is end on a high note, right? So think about in your virtual presentation, how do you end on a high note, right? And I know I've seen Diego, and so that's all here in my book, Engaging Virtual Meetings. Thank you so much. And those 6 things, Pastor, we used it in a 1,200 person conference, right? And the conference was 100% live, nothing pre-recorded.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And people came back to us and they said, I had my camera off for 2 days, but you know what? Day 3, I took a shower, I did my hair, I put on clothes, I put on makeup, and I'm turning my camera on because I felt like in the first 2 days I missed out. I want to engage.
How wonderful.
Well,
How great.
Thank you for your yes. What a great engagement we have right here going on. And well, this is Spirit Says Sing right here on New Thought Media Network, where every week we open up the stage for you, the viewers, to come in and flaunt your stuff. You got a song to sing, you got a story to tell, you got a joke to make us laugh. Click the link you're going to find right here in the show description, right up there at the top of the show description. And Pastor Michael, if you might be able to give me a hand and pop that into the comments whenever you get a chance. Folks, join me back here in the backstage area. You'll be underneath my main screen, and we'll bring you up every once in a while as the time is right. But we'd love to do a little music, and I know John because he is such a wonderful karaoke host. John, you got a song you'd like to share with us?
Well, so I run Engaging Virtual Karaoke every Saturday, 7 p.m., and it's been going on since March of 2020. So this first song I have to open up with is our traditional opening song. This song, too, I think described almost all of 2020, and that's Queen's Under Pressure.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
All right, take it away, Godling.
Thank you so much. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Body, body, body. Pressure pushing down on me, pressing down on you. No man has fall. Under pressure that brings a building down, splits a family in two, puts people on the streets. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, da-da, da-da. That's okay, it's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends scream, let me out. Great tomorrow gets me higher. Pressure on people on streets. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Chipping around, keep my brains around the floor. These are the days it never rains, but it pours. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. But up, fill up. People in the streets People in the streets. It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends scream, let me out. Hey, tomorrow gets me higher, higher, higher. Turned away from it all like a blind man. Sat on a fence, but it don't work. Keep coming up with love, but it's so slashed and torn. Why? Why? Insanity laughs under pressure, we're breaking. Can we give ourselves one more chance? Why can't we give love that one more chance? Why can't we give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love? 'Cause love's such an old-fashioned word, and love dares you to care for the people on the edge of the night. And love dares you to change our way, caring about ourselves. This is our last dance. This is our last dance. This is ourselves. Under pressure. Ice, ice, baby. Under pressure. Ice, ice, baby. Pressure. Thank you, Diego.
Well, greetings and welcome back to another episode of Spirit Says Sing. I woke up this morning singing. I didn't even know the tune. The sweet dreams I'd been dreaming were still smiling around the room. Yesterday's ugly problems got a facelift in the night, and a couple of bright solutions showed up in the morning light. And I can sing my way through, sing my way through. Goodness gracious, hallelujah, I can sing my way through. And yes, you too can sing your way through. Join us here in the studio. Some days are diamonds, some days are dirt, but I can plant my seed in that fertile soil. The magic just might work. So I loosen up the boundaries and I lighten up my load. I expect the best and I bless the rest, and I get on down the road, and I can sing my way through. Sing my way through. Goodness gracious, hallelujah, I can sing my way through. Come on, join me. Sing my way through. Sing my way through. Goodness gracious, hallelujah, I can sing my way through. Oh yes, we're gonna have a great time this evening. Join us back here in the studio. We'll put you up on the screen. Share your gift with everyone. If I should get downhearted, can't find my way home, I'll just fling my dreams out in front of me, because they know where they're going. I could see them shining. They cheer me all the way. They put me into my future just as easy as a summer's day. And I can sing my way through. Ha-ha! Sing my way through. Goodness gracious, hallelujah, I can sing my way through. Sing with me, come on, here we go. Sing my way through. Sing my way through. Goodness gracious, hallelujah, I can sing my way through. Oh, I'm so excited to have you here this evening. Thanks for joining us on Spirit Says Sing, and we sing my way through. Yes. Hey, if you'd like to join us and sing a song. Oh, that's my cue. We're back. How you doing, Pastor Michael?
I am doing great. Oh, that was a great opening song, John. Thank you.
You're welcome, Pastor.
Loved it. Under pressure. I was getting down back here. I don't know if you saw me there on the screen there. I was getting down.
May I ask John a question?
Oh, sure. Please do.
Yeah. Okay. So what is one thing that you would advise everyone who's having to hold meetings? What are one or two things besides what you just shared with us that you would advise people to spice up their meeting, to give it some variety?
Yeah, Pastor. Oh, that's a good one. You know, maybe I'll give you the counter advice. And the counter advice was when not to have a meeting.
Right.
Okay.
And I just heard this, you know, like if this is just a push meeting, like, Pastor, you got to tell me a bunch of stuff, right? About, you know, the new Thought Media Network. You know what? Make me a video and just send it to me and let me watch it when I want to watch it. Now,
don't give these guys any ideas here because they'll do this. But go ahead,
we're putting
Tom.
them to work. We're putting them to work right now.
Go ahead.
Because the inverse is now, if you want to do something like this, right, which is you want to, you know, meet with your congregation, you want to meet with people, you want to talk, you want to hear what the problem is. You know, my big thing is a meeting should be different because you're here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right. And if it's not different because you're here, then it's either the host's fault for not engaging or it's your fault for not trying.
Yep.
And that's what I could really say. Because you know what? That's what, you know, these virtual meetings, I mean, they're a miracle in technology, right? But you're zoomed out probably because, you know, that you can hide. Like, oh, I made this. Hold on a second. Watch this. Ready? And this is a video of me. I taped it during another piece, and so now I have the ability to put a video up. So, like, it looks like I'm actually in your meeting, but I'm not in your meeting.
Well, you just gave yourself away there, John.
I know. Well, somebody already did this. A guy apparently did this at work, and he didn't tell anybody, and he went over 4 weeks without anybody noticing.
I think I watched a video of somebody that purposefully did that and would, before the meeting, set up something to make it look like it was just a test out. Can I actually just put this video in and they will never notice?
And that's the host's fault. I'm telling you, that's the host's fault in some way.
Yeah. So last weekend, John, I had to go. Well, I chose to attend. We had a virtual retreat. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't think I'd like it. Seriously. I thought, you know, retreats are to, you know, turn off the computer, turn off the electronics, go to some place where you don't have cell service and just chill.
Right.
But this great idea. But they couldn't do it. So they did it online. And you know what? The one nice thing was they engaged everyone, like you were saying, is that there were portions where, like, for example, they sent us a candle.
Oh.
They sent us a candle and they said at the appropriate time, light the candle.
Yeah.
So they included us in the retreat. And that's what really made it very nice.
Yes.
And I think that's a key piece too. That physical item is another piece to separate yourself. A lot of conferences are doing that. And here's the example. So somebody gave me one of these, this is a whiteboard paddle.
Oh, how cool!
So here's the key: it's an eraser, so I can write anything on here, right? So now here I'm erasing, right, and now I can say, something about Diego, which I know he's waiting to hear.
Oh, I can't. I'm so excited.
Right, and so yeah, so take your leadership training for those who lead in different ways. For instance, like think about the senses. Right. So in our team building or in our conference we have coming up in October, we're thinking about smell. Right. And so the candle actually has a certain scent. Now, we warn people, of course, for those who don't like scents, they're there, but we're just saying that those are some things like that. We actually give one of my good friends invented an initiative that uses a warhead candy, and it goes through all these incredible, like sour and sweet, all in one candy, like all in 3 minutes or 2 minutes. But everybody on camera does it together, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I bet you that I should make a segment of that right here on Spirit Says Sing.
Oh, yeah. Get as many people as you can. Send them all the candy, and then just have it. But don't tell them anything. Just have faith and eat the candy. So, things like that. I think that's what really the creativity is here for those, right? And I think Zoom fatigue comes from just doing it the same way, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm always trying to change things up here a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what came around. I mean, the setups that I'm doing now, I didn't even dream about when I started doing karaoke in March of 2020. But every week, if you work on it a little bit here and there, you'll find all sorts of other things that you can learn how to do and make the setups. In fact, actually, and we had to go backwards. We had to go use one of our setups. We sang karaoke on Microsoft Teams for the first time successfully.
Oh.
And it came back to one of our old setups, which is turn up the music really loud and then put yourself the equidistant from the speaker to the microphone. Remember what I was doing? I was doing that. And but it sounds great, right? And you have to sometimes trick because a lot of these video platforms are optimized for talking. So what happens is when you share computer audio and you sing it, like, "Hey, Diego," right? It just shuts you down.
Exactly, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I think a lot of people wanting to actually join us on this show might be a little concerned about that, might be a little apprehensive, a little tense about all the technical mishaps that can happen during that time. That's why every week, a couple hours before the show, I always open up the studio for folks to come in and do a little sound check, practice with some stuff, play with their gadgets on their screen like that. So tell me a little bit more about the karaoke party you have every Saturday evening.
Yeah, every Saturday. It actually used to be 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we discovered we have a lot of East Coasters, right? And they were staying up to like 3 a.m. with us, and I'm like, that's awesome.
But we can't abuse them so much.
Oh my goodness, right? And one of them is related to you, right? That's a Diego. Turns out we have somebody that we know in common before this, and but I moved it up to 7 o'clock. And the best part is we tell people.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's two parts. One is you don't have to sing; you can just show up, right, and just
that same way here. Yep.
And we give you the opportunity, which is you make comments in between. If you like how somebody sings, you want to, that song reminds you of a memory, then go ahead and say something in between songs. But quite often we see people like go from not camera on, eventually turning their camera on, not singing, right?
Definitely,
Sometimes they show up
definitely.
later on and they're like, I would like to try a song. And we walk them through that. Like sometimes it takes us 20 minutes, but sometimes it takes us 2 minutes. And we'll
Right.
get some kind of setup that works. And people love it. And we've been so surprised, Pastor. You'll love this, right? One time we get on it and this woman comes on and sings, and then she just knocked it out of the park, right? You know, like on The Voice when somebody sings and everybody turns their chair around, and it's like that.
Yeah.
And we asked her, like, where did you learn how to sing? And she goes, I actually just won the Broadway award for the state of Texas. And we're like, oh man. And she's singing here for free for us, right? Just for the love of the song, right? The love of the singing.
That is good.
Oh, it's
And
fantastic.
over the past year that I've been there, I've noticed you got quite a set of regulars.
Yes.
People that I see every time that I show up there, and it's quite a little family. I love your group.
Oh yeah, you should. In December, Pastor, you'll love this part, which is we had an extended session after Christmas, right before the New Year, and we took just a half hour. And I said, let's do some toasts, and like everybody, why don't you just say something, about what this karaoke meant to you? And we were all crying by the end of it. People are like, I don't think I would have made it through coronavirus without this karaoke, right? And we have friends. We have a gentleman who calls in consistently from the Philippines, and he goes, I didn't just need this, right? I wanted this. I was thinking about how to get this, and then I found you people, and now I'm here every week.
Oh, let me send some love out to Jorge. I know who you're talking about.
So true.
Jorge is great. Yeah.
I wanted to ask John another question since you do a lot of corporate work.
Sure.
So where do you think meetings are going to go, and where do you think that are we going back to the office now, or are we going to be spending maybe part of the week in the office and maybe at home? Yep. So what's your feel out there?
Okay, that's a good one. So I got to start with my own personal view, and then I got to go to the world view. Because in this part, Diego, I'm really looking at, can I stay home? Can I get off the road? Right? Because I've been on the road, and don't get me wrong, I love the road. But when this change came around and I looked at what's happening, it's like, I think I'm better here. I like, the ability to manage. I actually have 6 screens in front of me, and like, to manage and help other people. Like I have great meeting planner skills, but in this digital world, I think I'm better, right, than the majority of other planners because they haven't been, online for 35 years. So I'm going to take my best shot and see if I can stay home. And I think there's a couple things that go with that. I mean, whatever CDCs or anybody else says, right, I believe it's going to be the safest thing. And the best part is I can wait. I can just wait and figure out, like, what is the world going to tell me, right? Like, what's going to be the right answer? But the second one is, what is the world going to do? So now, I mean, my biggest fear, to be honest, is that we are all sick of being on virtual. We're all zoomed out. And it's like I think you saw the gum commercial, if you haven't seen it, right? People like get out and they're crazy to get out, and they'll do anything to get out. And it's very possible that the virtual world may evaporate. Now, that's possible. And I think it's unlikely. So now you ask me about the corporate world. I do believe the corporate world is going to go through some version of hybrid, which is being online and being virtual. And the reason why is, look at the cost savings.
Exactly.
Right? If there's a few things that we believe in, I think that corporate America believes in saving money. And I think that they weren't sure if it was going to work, but now they have concrete proof, right? COVID wary. Thank you, Wayne. So I think that's going to be, and Microsoft actually, I've been watching through all the media around there, and Microsoft just released an entire playbook on what hybrid's going to look like, including things like life-size panels and having people on the other side. So it looks like it's one room. Like there's lots of really cool cinematic and physical tricks you can make so that it looks like that. So Pastor, I'll invite you too. Diego and Pastor, you're always invited. Every Sunday, I run a virtual dinner party. Because haven't you missed dinner parties?
Yeah.
I like that idea.
And I miss dinner parties. So, and I have a happy hour on Friday, and that's gotten the greatest psychological safety out of any virtual meeting. But there was still something missing. And I go like, in dinner parties, there's this thing that you have like eating together. We're humans. And when we eat and drink together, right, we break bread, that it brings us together in a way that most other things can't. And so I miss dinner parties. And so we experimented by putting an HD TV on the opposite side of the dinner table. And then when you meet with somebody, and usually it's like a couple, so me and Donna, so Donna's also sang with me, and then like maybe a couple on the other side, but they're life size because the TV is the right size, right? And the camera's there, and we look like we're looking at them. And so we've been able to recreate these virtual dinner parties. I think things like that will show up in corporate America where they can meet like that again. And so far what I'm seeing is there are places going back, but there are plenty of places who gave up their leases, some places that are going radical and saying we're going to be virtual forever. And I believe that will give me enough work to do in the future for people who are doing virtual meetings. So that's my prediction.
Yep, I agree. And just to touch on basically something you just said a second ago about how you have 6 screens you're looking at right now. Now, folks, if you want to hear of something called system envy, I have to say I display a little system envy when it comes to John Chen, because on his karaoke show, every once in a while he shows us a shot of what his system looks like. And when I see it, I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that. Look at all the stuff he's got going on over there. And it makes things so easy. But at the same time, a little bit troubling keeping all that under control. Here for my show personally, I've got a MacBook, a separate screen so I can see other things, an external mic. There's not much to it. You can have an expensive, gorgeous looking setup like John there. You can, if you have pretty much nowadays, it's almost getting, if you have a smartphone,
yeah, you
can do anything. We got our computers right in our pocket.
Everybody's a television studio. I mean, look at this.
Exactly.
The ability, I think that is going to change a lot. Now, for the ability for all of us to be able to broadcast and communicate and instantly and all those other things, I think are going to be. It's already changed the world. That's what they said. Actually, there was a great piece of research, and it said the pandemic moved information technology ahead 7 years. 7. And so, like, people had all these initiatives about getting people to work from home, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll do that by 20-something or whatever. And they're like, oh, bam, we got to do it now. And right. So, yeah.
Now we can't wait anymore. Exactly.
And so, and I think that, I don't know, for me, right, I just got caught in traffic yesterday. I had to drive to actually pick something up. And I don't even like to drive anymore, but I hit traffic. Right, I hit traffic, and I'm like, it took me an hour.
I forgot about this stuff. Yeah. Sometimes you got to sit around other cars, people getting somewhere.
My life is so much more efficient right here in this seat. So.
Well, that's great stories. It's great to hear of all the excitement that's going on with you right in your world right now. Did you happen to have any other gifts you'd like to share? Sing us another little song, maybe?
Yeah, I got Howard Jones on deck, right?
We like a little Howard Jones.
I thought this was great for 2021. The song, and this is a shout out to my very good friend. Mental health is a big issue that happened through to this pandemic, and so this is to Jamie Culp and her beautiful daughter Casey Culp, and they're both amazing karaoke singers, and they helped me revive this song.
Will they be on your show a little bit later tonight?
No, they haven't been online in a while, but they if you ever heard her sing Sia's Chandelier, you'll know exactly why. That's all I can say.
Gotcha.
She has the high notes. I don't.
Looking forward to it, John.
Okay, here we go. Howard Jones. We're not scared to lose it all. Security through the wall. Future things we have to realize. 1,000 skeptic hands will keep us from the things we plan, unless we're clinging to the things we prize. And do you feel scared? I do, but I won't stop and fall down. And if we threw it all away, things can only get better. Whoa, oh, 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 was the last, the final show. Get to sing and feel no regret. It may take a little time, a lonely path, an uphill climb. Success or failure will not alter it. Yeah. And do you feel scared? I do, but I won't stop and falter. And if we threw it all away, things can only get better. Oh, 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 your turn. My turn. Oh, 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 your turn. Yeah. And do you feel scared? I do, but I won't stop and falter. And if we threw it all away, things can only get better. Ow! Gotta do some piano.
Yeah!
Like heavy synthesizers. Dance break.
Oh, was there a special time I was supposed to do this?
Guitar solo. Oh, 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 Diego. The pastor can sing one. The audience.
That's you too, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
And look who showed up with us while you were singing. We've got another one of our favorite guests. I love it when Sarah pops by. How are you doing this evening, Sarah?
Oh, okay. Just trying to cook my husband's birthday dinner, so I'm kind of running around. And then when I came, it wouldn't let me in with my camera or my mic, so I was like having to monkey around with everything. So it's just like, oh my God, I'm glad I made it in. It's like, wait, that's my clubhouse with my
And I'm
with my
glad
friend.
that we have this special guest that we do, because he can tell you all about it. He'll guide you through it.
Yeah, so tell me now, how do we sing? Is there a way to sing karaoke while you put the background on and have it be in real time?
It's very difficult to do correctly. So the best part is you share the music is one of the plays, but you got a guitar in front of you. You know, if
I do. I'll just do a guitar song. Yeah,
I might have to do a guitar song if you do a guitar song. I didn't plan on this, but I will.
I would love that.
I'll prep it while you're playing.
Nice.
All right, let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Sarah Adams to the stage.
Hi, guys. I'm just tuning up a bit.
Always so nice to see you, Sarah.
You too. Happy May 22nd. And gosh, we're in the eclipse window now. It's getting intense. My husband turns 58 today. And I'm just trying to see what song. There's a song that I really love that I learned from this woman. Her name is Lua Maria, and it's called All I Have to Do Is Open My Heart Wider. It's really sweet. So it goes. Into the horizon, across these lands, deep inside the earth in which I stand, into the horizon, across these lands, deep inside the earth in which I stand. All I have to do is open my heart wider than ever before. All I have to do is open my heart wider than ever before. Hey, 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 na, hey, 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 na, hey, hey, na, deepest honesty of my heart, I will always follow. Deepest peace of the ocean flowing through me, I will allow her. All I have to do is open my heart wider than ever before. All I have to do is open my heart wider than ever before. Hey, 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 hey. All I have to do is open my heart wider than ever before. All I have to do is open my heart wider than ever before.
Oh, thank you for opening my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Sarah Adams.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I love
so
that
much for sharing that
song.
gift with us, Sarah. And I got somebody new here in the studio. We have Angenique. Angenique is actually going to be our special guest next week. Well, we'll find out a lot more about Angenique, but it's so nice of her to stop in and say hi this evening. How are you, Angenique?
Hi, how are you?
Angenique is actually going to be our special guest next week. We'll find out. Oh, I'm hearing I was wondering, where's that voice coming from? Can you turn your volume down, Angenique? We're hearing
How are you? I'm hearing everybody at once. Am I supposed to?
Do you have headphones?
I'm hearing I was wondering, where's that voice coming from?
It must be. It's not me. I'm hearing everybody.
Yep, I put her on mute. So, yeah, it is you because you don't have headphones on, Angenique. Sorry about that. I'm going to pop you out of the screen right now if you could find some headphones. All right, guys.
That sounds funny. It sounded like we entered some crazy wormhole.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay from the broadcast or what comes through her microphone. So I think I was talking to myself there for a second.
That's my favorite sound in the world.
Well, let me play a couple promos. We'll come back and we'll see if we get Angenique on to tell us a little bit more about what's going on with her. We'll be right back, guys.
Check it out. Thursdays, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Noon, Eastern. A healthy dose of Jersey Girl wisdom. Live with Rev Jersey Girl. Sponsored by New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Everybody got a little something only you can bring. It's a puzzle, put it all together. Need every piece to make it complete, yeah. Every note to make a symphony. All the voices singing harmony. All the colors of the rainbow shining. Everyone, everyone, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes to a world with a little more love. Little more love, oh yeah. Never feel you're insignificant, like a tiny little grain of sand. What you do, what you say makes a difference. Go ahead and reach out your hand. Open the door, say hello. A stranger today, you might get to know 'em. Little love just keeps on growing, change your life without even knowing. Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. It takes everyone, everyone, everyone to make a world with a little more love. Little more love. Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter where you come from, gender or race, spiritual beliefs or orientation. Everyone has got the same motivation. Love is love, the same situation. Give love and help one another. In this world, there's only each other. One blood, the human race. If you feel the same, let me hear you say.
Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes to a world with a little more love. Little more love. Oh yeah. Everyone, everyone, say yes to a world with a little more love. Say yes to a world with a little more love.
And who out there says yes to a world with a little more love? Yay! I'm still hearing somebody's volume in the background. I need to have somebody turn their volume down while they're on with me. And who out there said... Oh, there we go. Whoever
Hold
just
that.
turned their...
Now I can't hear you at all.
Oh, what are we going to do in that case then?
Why is it me? I have headphones on.
Hey.
I'm gonna have you chat with Pastor Michael here in the background for just a second. I'm gonna chat with John a little bit more, and then we'll bring you back on, Angenique. All right. So let me see where I'm at. I'm getting lost a little bit here now, guys. John, did you have anything? I love headphones. I love that. John, I saw you. I wanted to pull you up because I saw that you had a guitar you had pulled out, like you had mentioned earlier. You got a little song you're going to play for us?
Oh, okay. You sure you want to hear this?
Oh, yeah. It's Spirit Says Sing.
Sarah, you have to know, out of all the acoustic songs with acoustic guitar, this is the one. Okay.
Sarah, I think he's talking to you.
Let's see if you know this one. So I'll have to improvise a little bit. Here we go. Okay. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Ho, hey, ho, let's go.
I think I do know that one.
ho, let's go ho.
Hey, ho!
Woman in a straight line, going through it sideways. Kids are losing their mind. The Blitzkrieg pop. They're pilot in the backseat, generating steam heat, pulsating to the backbeat. The Blitzkrieg pop. Hey ho, let go, shoot them in the back now. What they want, I don't know. They're all wrapped up and they're ready to go. Hey ho, the Blitzkrieg Bob. There you go. That's for you.
I love it. Oh, you recognized that, didn't you?
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, you're on mute. You want to unmute your mic there for us, Sarah? It's the Blitzkrieg Bob. Thanks for sharing that with us there, John. That was very nice.
One of the secrets, too, when I grew up, I actually grew up playing violin. I played the Suzuki method. I played lots of other, great things. But as I went through my sordid youth, I really became a punk rock fan, to be honest, Diego.
Yes,
Right.
I can definitely relate that. I remember my days. I used to have a 10.5-inch mohawk with the black leather jacket with the spikes. Everybody called me Rack because that's pretty much what I look like. I look like a Rack.
I didn't know that you were ever known as Wreck, Diego.
Yeah.
Look at Pastor.
My punk rock
like,
days. Pastor Michael's loving that. I'm not going to hear the end of this.
You wait till the meeting on Monday.
I'll have to find an old photo and pull it up.
Need photos.
Oh, it's I'll have to get one for your karaoke show sometime and use that as my background.
Absolutely. You need the virtual filtery thing where the mohawk follows your head, right? That would be super cool.
I would love that. Okay, let's try out Angenique, see if she can join us here. Angenique, how are you?
Hi, did I do it?
Oh, it sounded good so far. Yay!
Welcome to the party.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Angenique, who will be our special guest next week. And I think you had a little special announcement you wanted to make for this evening, didn't you?
Love it, Pastor.
Somewhere. Go ahead.
Angenique, you have an announcement?
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear us, Angenique?
I can.
Oh, right. Yeah, tell us what's going on with you tomorrow.
But I hear a repetitive thing.
Oh.
Is that supposed to? I hear every time you say something, it goes,
Oh, you're hearing echo.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
we should all like sing a C major. Ready? Ha. Hey,
that worked.
there we go.
Okay.
You can only
But
sing.
I just wanted to have you come on the screen, Angenique, and tell everybody about what you're doing tomorrow morning.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Well, Angenique, we've put the Unity of Boulder down there at the bottom because Angenique is going to be the special musical guest at Unity of Boulder's service tomorrow.
Yay.
So I just wanted to come and let her on to share a little bit of what was going. It looks like we're going to have to do a little auto editing with Angenique before her special guest appearance on Spirit Says Sing next week. But Angenique, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Thanks. We'll work on this a little bit through the week.
Okay.
We'll get a ticket into engineering this week.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.
All right, guys, and I'm looking at the top of the hour. We're getting down to the last minute there, guys. I want to thank you for another wonderful show here. One last time, John, tell everybody about your karaoke show that you've got coming up here in just a few minutes.
Engaging virtual karaoke. We run 3 hours, so 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You don't have to sing. You don't even have to do anything. You could just come hang out if you like. But if you'd like to, We'll show you how to. If you don't know how to, we'll show you how. And we do. We have singers from around the world, incredibly talented. And more importantly, even if they're not incredibly talented, people come because they want to sing, right?
Love.
And
it's just sharing the love. Yeah.
it's just sharing the love. And by the way, for the tech note too, I just thought I'd make this sign. Hey, Scotty, beam me up.
Hey, John, do we just use like a YouTube video in the background and then sing to it?
Yes, that's it. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. You share computer sound and play so you can see the lyrics and so you have the music. And the whole key for that, Sarah, why it works is because you're singing at the same time you're hearing the music.
Yeah.
If you wait for me, right, it goes to you.
Yeah, it delays.
You get these.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were here with Angelique there, and it sounds like I'm
And
hearing
John,
somebody.
you do that I'm sorry. Go ahead, Diego. I'm just asking a question.
Oh, I was just thinking. I'm hearing some background from somebody.
Yeah, that's us. My husband's starting his birthday party. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. What are you
I have
making?
one more question. John, how often do you do this?
Every Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
right after
And-
this show, I head over there and I do a little more singing. If I haven't had enough on Spirit Says
Fun.
Sing.
That's
And
right.
where do we find the link?
So I believe Diego has it up. engagingvirtualmeetings.com/karaoke, and I'll put it in the private.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
And for everybody who's listening out there, who's watching, it is in the show comments. All you have to do is go into the description of this show, and
there it
you'll
is,
find the
Engaging
links
Virtual
right
Meetings.
there.
Fun.
My good buddy, Pastor Michael Mangus, right there, adding the banners in for us. So we have if you want to write it down, feel free to do that as well. Or you can just click the link in the show description. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. John, it was great to have you as a special guest. I hope you'll come back and sing some songs with us another time.
Always here, Diego. Thanks so much. Thanks for featuring me. I appreciate that. You know, as a producer to producer, running these shows is no small feat. So I just want to give a shout out to the pastor and Diego for putting on these programs, helping other people, helping other technical things, and of course, sharing the message you have around the world. So thank you so much for having me on.
I'm still on my 6-month technical license. So they're still showing me stuff in StreamYard. So
But good pastor is picking it up so quickly. I'm very proud of him. I don't think I've ever told you that, Michael.
Oh, thank you, man.
It's a moving moment here on Spirit Says Sing.
Can you feel the love tonight, Pastor?
Oh, my goodness.
I think Sarah's ready to go.
You're funny. You're making me laugh.
All right, guys.
God.
What a great night. Thanks for tuning in here to Spirit Says Sing. We'll be back next Saturday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Spirit Says Sing. Come on, join us and show us what you got, your talents. Thank you, John.
New Thought Media Network is on the rise. We're looking to grow with you. Do you have technical media experience or perhaps a desire to learn? Are you willing to volunteer your precious time and attention? We share this message to benefit all. If you possess a computer with a camera and a microphone, we will share our knowledge with you. Behind the scenes or being the star, let us bless our one. Contact us at info@ntmedia.org. Welcome to the Black Collection. All designs and prints are acronyms and principles Rev Skip teaches clients and students for personal transformation and spiritual growth. 10% of the profits from the Black Collection go to Justice LA Now. Justice LA Now is working to reduce the footprint of incarceration in Los Angeles County and reinvest county dollars into alternatives to incarceration. Justice LA Now. Find your designs at shoprevskip.com.